actually trigger. Hello world? Question mark. I need to keep talking because it's gonna start the stream at some point and I need to be able to hear myself to know how the sound sounds compared to my voice. Huh. Bigger text on the event screen. Would you guys like that? I wonder. I mean, I don't get much feedback on the settings. I got a little bit of it on the audio. Because I asked for it. The person that was actually complaining about it was just about people talking in the background. And I can't really control that too much. I don't live alone. I'm gonna take off my headset. I am hearing myself now, and it confuses the heck out of me when I'm trying to talk at the same time because it's delayed too. So you know, I'm like hearing myself from a few seconds ago. It's just, wow, it doesn't work too well with my brain. My brain does not understand. Anyway, hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Stream Thea, The Awakening. I don't have quite as much time as usual. Not as much as I would like, anyway. But we'll see how far we can get. If we can reach 75, I'd be happy. We've been doing like 25 turns or so every time. I think I'm saving one for like dragon leather right here. Yeah, dragon leather. I also need a source of well, vine actually does it. I was gonna say well, I'll show you actually exactly what I mean. To craft like leather armor, you need leather, and then you need, well, you need mostly leather, but you can also just use, for the catalyst, I would need some of this. Although honestly, just wool would be ideal because it wouldn't take as much time to collect, and catalysts don't matter as much. By the way, the first two ingredients determine how high quality the thing is going to be. The catalyst just determines the chances that it's going to be good quality, i.e. just, you know, better. It's not essential, in my opinion. That's where I would burn all the non-essential items. What? Oh, right. I was doing a quest up here. Oh, and we leveled up. Let's take a look. The witch and a whole bunch of stuff, people. I think those are gatherers or something. That's certainly not the explorers, because the explorers, oh there, hunters, gatherers. It's written right there. I didn't even know it. I just noticed it. That's nice. More gathering for the gathering party. That's very nice. Even if it's just one. The Z-Bud is the intelligent person, then health, strength is always nice. Medic. Well, if you're the medic person, that's useful. Otherwise, I mean, well, it's always useful, I suppose. I don't actually know if it stacks between multiple people or not. Well, I'm not gonna sneeze on it, no matter what. And then the town. Strength, intelligent, perception. Alright. Xander, the nasty person. I remember that much. I'm not sure what I want to do with the explorers. They've gone pretty far already. Don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. It might get them killed. Yeah, I'm going to kill this. It's always nice to keep it low, keep the enemies in low numbers, rather. Some more spider silk. That's very nice because it takes the slot of catalyst, as I was saying. Metal ring, it does nothing. I might as well just, you know, get rid of it. It's not doing anything. It would tell me, right? No, it wouldn't. Oh, hold on. 48, 3 ranged damage. What do you do? Distraction and armor. I guess I'll take it. Fine. It's not like I can craft it right now. There is a recipe for, oh, well, I can't really move. Can I gather something here? Herbs. They don't matter too much, but I guess I'll stick around. Gather a shot of herbs. I should have enough for at least one shot of herbs. Yeah, that's all it's gonna be though. Whatever. At least it won't bother me with people that are being inactive. I forget what the plan was with you people. I completely forget. I think I don't know actually. I think no. I think no. Okay, don't take these because you're gonna be cooking. I don't need more food, clearly. So I think what I'm gonna do is go gather some wool. And then once I can actually not recruit, but gather some leather, I'm gonna go gather some leather. That sounds like a plan. Let's go. Can you please, oh boy, there are things nearby. That is kind of terrifying. That's one of the dangers of, you know, just moving all your movement points without really seeing where you're going. It's always a dangerous thing to do. Well, I can get rid of you. You're only a rank 1, which means it's quite doable. Sickness is gonna be, you know, safer. And you get extra food and some wire, which is what you're going to be gathering. I mean, it's not the same kind of wire that you're going to be gathering, but still. I am okay with this situation. Do I really want to go all the way to... No, you know what? I'm going to settle down right here. Here. And I'm going to gather some vines until I can gather the dragon leather. And that's going to allow... it's going to allow my characters to not have to move. So, you know. Oh. Lost connection to chat momentarily. I don't know if I'm still connected to chat, although then again, there's no one around at this point, so it doesn't really matter. I'm speaking to the archives right now. I think, yeah, okay, it was right there. Just want to make sure I go to the right spot. You don't want to miss the dragons when they become available. So this is the priority, I would think. I should think. And I get that much for it. I wonder how much the dragon leather is gonna take. Probably even more than that. What's there actually? 4 spores. I don't actually know what spores are, but I can do a sneak attack. Manipulate. I don't think my group is better at manipulating at social than it is at, I mean, speech 5 and will. Speech and will are the primary attributes for social. So it's 5, 8, as opposed to like 10 and 11. Yeah, no, this guy's better at stealth. This lady. 3, 3 or 1, 13. Technically better at stealth, I'd say. Although attractiveness is actually useful. And he has a blessing of attractiveness right now. But yeah, it's actually useful in these as well. I forget what it does. It's in the speech challenge, mind you. I still think I'm gonna want... Yeah, I still think I'm gonna want to stealth it. Sneak him up. Well, I know I can win the sneaking, so... It's a safe bet, you know. Doctor's Medicus. Why should I care? It's clearly not as good as what I have. This is really nice though, enchanted bones. They're high level bones. Not the best, but high level, nonetheless. It's always useful. It's gonna be some good experience points. And then these are a little too far away. Oh well. I wonder where I'm gonna go next. Maybe around here? Maybe I'm gonna give the gold mine a try. I'd be interested to see what it's like. It's, I assume, not gonna be as bad as... That's, I think, the rank 1 stuff. I can resolve that, yeah. See, the thing is about this is, considering this is a secondary group, I think this might actually be useful for them. We'll see. Please don't attack me with rank 2. That would be slightly more terrifying. Okay. Yeah, okay, this guy can't actually get an armor. This person already does. Well, I doubt it's 5. Wait, people aren't equipped with their things. Hold on. Who's actually gathering stuff? This person needs to have the best equipment, and then the other people. I forgot to go through here, I'm stupid. This person, and then it can be anybody. Okay. This person needs the best. That's the best. 5, there you go. She can actually carry it too, that's really nice. You can carry the heaviest one. It doesn't change much from one to the other, I suppose. And then you can carry another one. There, did not have to unequip anybody. Okay, cleanup time. Sneaky. Perfect moment and kill them. Dog Panda, I suppose I'll keep it for the moment. Faint 3, Folklore 1, Gathering 1. That is really good pendant, actually. And then that's okay, I guess. Let's take this stuff and continue. I think I might give the pendant to the hunter-gatherers. Because maybe, just maybe, can you go there, please? Maybe, just maybe, somebody can actually wear the pendant, and then we're gonna have even more gathering in our group. What a resolve. 9 damage. I don't actually know if that's better than what I have currently. This, whoa, and the game minimized. Great. This is actually really good, and I'm gonna keep it, of course. And then this, I don't know. We'll keep it for the moment. You are completely overburned, and I'm gonna have to deal with that. I'm gonna deal with it right now. Okay, one of the warriors can probably use this armor. Yes, and then I'm guessing. I'm guessing I'm gonna get rid of both of these because things are becoming a little too heavy. I don't know why I'm keeping that either. There's plenty of stuff I can get rid of. If you just look at it. Oh yeah, right. Okay, hold on. 10 damage, 9 damage, 9 damage. I'm not gonna keep any of those. Don't destroy this dismantle, please. We might get some equipment out of it. Not equipment, resources. So we're already down to this. We should be fine. That's weak. I don't know why I didn't dismantle them as I got them. It should really be a habit that you have. Just dismantle everything as soon as you get it. I hesitate to dismantle this. I have other like warriors that are not very well equipped. This looks weak, but I'm gonna look at the shields first. See, because 3-4 isn't that great. I mean, it's good. It's just not great. And that's 120. I'm gonna get rid of. Well, there you go. Wait, no, that didn't actually make it. Another one? Now we're fine. And we're gonna give a little bit to the hunter-gatherers. Well, it's not much. It's just a pendant, but you know, it's worth something. What are you working on, by the way? Oh yeah, Watchdog. I wanted to see what it would do for me. It's a mystery that we are going to solve really, really soon. Get over here. And then inventory, I would like to give you're these people. Give me a second. Hunter-gatherers. I have a warrior here. She has crap for equipment. I have slightly better stuff for her right here that you can use. 11 armor. There you go. Gonna help you out. Enjoy. I'll let you keep the rest of this. Okay. Anything else? Right, I wanted to give this because it gives one gathering. So you're the main gatherer, and I don't think you can equip that. Oh, you can. Very nice. I get the full bonus because she's the main one, so hers count as a full 10 instead of being halved because she's a helper. So that's actually really nice. Okay. We're just gonna keep moving then. We are going all the way down here. This seems to be the shortest path, apparently. So let's just go that way. We're gonna drop off our resources and whatnot. Turn 63, and somebody got done building stuff. I just need 13 for a level up. And it does seem decently far. Considering this is the night, it's pretty far. I approve. I approve. The effect cannot be stacked with another tower though, so we can't see the other side, the other shore. I forget where I really want to go. I think I'm going to go this way, really. I forget what the Goblin Village is about. I guess we're going to find out once we get there. And then the Gold Mine is just an event where you can get gold. You have to beat... if it's the same thing as the Mithril Mine in a previous run of mine, you have to beat dwarves. But I'm hoping that the combat is not as bad as it was for the Mithril, because it's a lesser metal. If it is as bad, it's gonna be terrible. I can do clubs for whatever reason. I don't know why I decided that. Maybe gathering tools? Is that worth it? I mean, it would have to be straw, so it's not gonna be the best. I don't have very good materials for the primary material, that is. And then some ordinary wood. It's still gathering 3, it's not the worst. It's only 5 research though. I'd like something that's, you know, worth more. Maybe a steel or golden club. A steel and golden club. How's that sound? Can I use clay? No. Not for what I wanted. I wanted the catalyst to be that. This is worth 8 only. Ew. What if I do this? This is worth 8 as well. Flashy Scepter. 3 damage, but 2 will. For whatever reason. What about this? More damage, but less, you know, special stuff. What if I use Cursed Bones? 11. Ooh, Bones. Basha. 5 damage, 1 magic. That's... Giving magic is an interesting property. What about this? More damage. It's worth the same, but it's slightly more damage. Well, I assume that that's not going to be good. You know, I'm not going to use that, but I'm going to use this. And I'm just going to make a couple of these. 2 or 3, actually. And I should be able to build this in one go. Yeah, so in a couple turns I'm going to have my level up. And I'll be able to gather some dragon leather. It's going to be really nice. So that's done. Do I need something else? I don't think so. 64. Okay, here. Don't get it. Wait, what are you doing? I should have her on something else. I'm not sure what yet, but something else. She should be crafting, oh, you got obsidian, that's nice. I should be crafting some meals, I think, to make my explorers faster. Ooh, more cursed bones. I like that. Cursed bones are nice. Let's do... I might be able to equip my wire with something. You know what, I'm gonna give that to the people here. Okay, food-wise, is there anything special in here that I should take a look at? Not really. I could take some of the mushrooms and fish to give myself some more variety, especially with that going. Yeah, if I take a little bit of both, and then maybe a few more veggies and meat, then I should have a 6 movement for a while at least still. Don't take too much though. Yeah, that's fine. Again, just not too much. Let's not get greedy here. What was the last thing? Oh yeah, veggies. You can have as many as you want on this one. There we go. They can carry a decent amount. Of course, it would help if they were stronger, but can't have everything. I wonder how... I wonder what kind of buildings I have here. It's been a while since I played. I have a cabbage field, 2 smithies, and a pasture. Yeah, because I feel like I'm not growing enough, and I think that might be a problem. We'll see, though. Yeah, that's it.
You see fresh boar tracks. It looks like a large pack.
The hunter-gatherers or something like that? I don't know what that leads into.
You come across the pack, and you're able to ambush them.
Why? Can I not back out of this? Get it. Alright, we're gonna try it. This is not a good combat team though. I don't have any good first options. I do have a good piercing person. She's gonna do 11 damage once she gets some. First action. The people with first action are these two, but they're not high level enough with it that it matters. I can do counter tactic though, which is decent. Although her counter tactic, instead she could be played, get closer, and that would do like 5 damage, I think. Anyway, let's just keep this for the moment. I go first. I'm gonna do something silly, but I'm gonna have a hammer first, I think, or counter tactic. No, you know what? I don't know what they have, but I'm gonna counter tactic. Yeah, they do hammer damage, blunt damage. It's a hammer icon. Give me a break. That ain't good. You weren't supposed to put both of them down. I can get ahead of one, not two. Oh boy. Just, oh boy. That's not gonna go well. Yasna's gonna be hurting a lot. But someone's gonna go down, and there's just no way to avoid it, I don't think. Well, there's that. She could kill this thing. It's possible that she's not gonna go down to no HP if she kills this on her first turn. Because if she kills this on her first turn and this guy attacks this guy, there's going to be 2 people with low HP, but they're not going to be at no HP. It's armor, really. It's probably going to give them mortal wounds anyway, though, so I'm not sure I care too much, but let's just roll the dice, I guess. Him putting down 2 boars kind of threw me off. Oh, you did kill him. Okay, you have a chance. Well, you both get to keep your HPs. Some of your HPs at least. They're not going to be at 0 HP. They're low, probably mortally low, but not the worst.
You have defeated the boar pack.
I did. Yasna did take mortal damage. Hopefully she'll be fine. She has a witch with her. The witch, I think, has... Or, yeah, she has 2 medics, so she has a slightly better chance at surviving. She could still die, though, and I don't want her to. No event to tell me she died. That's good news. Is she still going to be wounded? Yes, so she has to survive another night. Ugh. I'll be honest, that still isn't looking good, but I can't really do anything about it. Other than pray a lot. I'll be doing that. I shall be praying for you, soul. Oh, I did get my second research point. Dragon leather. Dragon leather. Okay, so now we need another point of research. So we need to be crafting a lot more stuff. Production, please, jeez. Maybe a cabbage flesh. Again, I feel like I need a lot more of that. Then again, it's going to be low quality. I don't like that. The attract human is going to be low quality. But I'm just too spoiled by what I usually get. Does it change anything? 9 research and 425. Oh wow, clay's a lot better apparently. I'm gonna do that. I just feel like I'm not growing enough, so let's get a little bit of that. 4 turns. I think I'm gonna want some meals though for the next time that people come along. So fish and maybe herbs. Why not herbs? And this simply cooked fish. Why not? Doesn't give any research, but doesn't have to. And then manage supplies. Apparently there's a button that says... Where is it? Allow use of new items. Don't. Just don't. Also, gathering-wise, I'm not gathering much in the way of wood, and it's starting to worry me just slightly, so let's gather a bit more. Oh. I also need to get them to... Oh, wow. A dragon actually appeared on the map. That's kind of interesting. I didn't know it did that. Wow. Even with 260, we don't actually gather a full stack of it every turn. Although, we're gonna get... Well, nothing here, but next turn we're gonna get one, and then I think we're gonna get another one the turn after, so... I think. It looks right. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks right. Oh, you're done. Okay, let's pray together for the survival of what's-her-face. Yasna? Yasna. Yasna. Ah! Okay, she lives. She's gonna be fine. She's in the camp and everything. She's gonna be fine. This is very dangerous. Because I don't know. I don't see anything. But I'm...
You enter what used to be some old city. Some of it lies submerged in murky dark waters, and a grim mist hangs in the air.
Okay.
You carefully examine the abandoned ruins when you come across a building still intact and above water. You enter and see a...
Okay, we've seen this before, thank you. 2 skeletons? I thought it was going to be 3 skeletons. Usually 2 skulls is 3. Well, I have my hammer out in the offensive cards, and I do have a first action. Get him first, even if I can't place him first. So, we're going to be fine. Is the morale of the story. He goes first, that's fine. You put down the question marks card. Okay. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna shield her, I think. With this one. Just in case I have to shield Bolilith even more. Let's go. Okay, so we do... Bogdan's gonna kill this and do 17 damage. He's gonna be down to 16. The Bromila does not actually kill him. With support ally, she does, but then Bogdan can't be first if I do that. I can confuse him though. That works. Yeah, okay, he's going to die. No problem. Everything's fine. We controlled the situation perfectly. Let's go. Blunt damage for the win. Also piercing. Piercing's pretty nice too, I suppose.
You defeat your enemy.
Malachite.
You continue your scouting and
that.
find an old stockroom, still stacked with good resources.
Okay, is this any good? It's actually better than a lot of the shields I have back home, and this is also decent, but I'm not going to keep it. It's heavier than I would like it to be. Take the loot for the moment. We'll manage the shields another time. Or now. Actually now, because I want to see if it's better than some of the stuff I have. It's better than this, for the most part. It's probably heavier, too. 643. See, this guy doesn't have as good a shield. Where is the new shield? There it is. It's only 6 heavier, which means you can take him. And it's 2 more shielding. Just take it. Say told you it would be useful. Or at least better than something I had. I encounter something. Oh, it's just some... What do I solve? It's just some bats attacking me. Hey! Food diversity. I'm okay with this. Still can't see a damn thing. It's fine. What made it here? I forget what this quest was about. I think it was a doodad I found somewhere, and I solved the puzzle, and then it told me to go here.
You approach a small, well-hidden village inhabited by goblins. The settlement is stowed away in one of the many craters left by the Age of Darkness.
Okay.
You see a wooden palisade, several huts, and a central stone-built monument. Perhaps a shrine of some sort.
That sounds like something you'd see in our world, although, well, I don't have many options here.
You get in a bit closer, but the village is well hidden from your prying eyes.
Well then, do I gather more intel or approach carefully? I tend to like blue options. usually, so...
Your scouts sneak upon the settlement and report that there are at least several warriors stationed around the village and more inside, including some bull riders and someone that looks like a shaman. They also report the village seems opulent with food and animal skins. There is a herb garden, an orchard, and they saw a large amount of meat drying in the courtyard.
I am not going to attack that. That doesn't sound like a good time.
You come closer to the settlement with your weapons at the ready, just in case. Several guards step out from the village and block your way. One speaks up, looking around nervously. Who goes?
Oh, don't be nervous. You have rank 4 stuff. I don't think I'm rank 4. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't actually know. Maybe. With travelers, we seek to talk to your leaders. Out of our way, green skin. That's... Okay, both of these are a bit insulting, so let's be nice.
The goblins murmur amongst each other, but before they give you an answer, a really fat, old, grey-haired goblin slithers in front of them and speaks. Ah, humans. Welcome, welcome, friends. I am Mukashir, the mayor of this here settlement.
Okay.
And you, my friends, are just what we were looking for.
And what were you looking for?
Well, for one, we want to invite you to our home and celebrate both our people's survival, you know. But you'd think us stupid or suspicious if that was all we wanted. And you'd be correct. We have a favor to ask.
With the rank 4 party, I don't know what I can do that you can't, but okay. What is it? I'm not gonna ask for something yet.
So, in short, we have a slight problem with our mineral supply. You see, there is a little quarry not far from here, and it's owned by this funny demon type, the treasurer it calls itself. Okay. And you see, this fella is industrious. Instead of going around doing demon stuff, he's made a great business.
Good for him.
But then he went and died, and his bigot son has taken over.
Ah. Well, of course demons have children. How do you think there's still demons around? I assume they also die of old age.
The goblin scratched his head and shrugged his sluggish shoulders. Well, do you know what? I never wondered about how these ones procreate. They look kind of like shrunken dwarves, so I guess they have all the bits. Anyway, the point being, the son tells us he will not trade with immigrants.
Well, I guess you just said
I know, right? The cheek of it. I was born on this land, and my family goes back 7 generations, you know.
Yeah, we're all 7 generations years ago.
We worked the land. We kept the Easterlands going, and this fella tells me he won't trade with foreigners.
That is indeed kind of ridiculous, but
it's
what can you
easy.
do?
Talk some sense into the stupid treasurer.
Convince
him to trade with us, please. And if you do, we will reward you dearly, and we can open up trading between our villages as well. We have food, excellent leather workers, unique supply of monster bones, and much more.
Interesting. Sounds like a lot of work, sure, but we'll do it
Wonderful.
Anyway.
Thank you. Here are the directions. Without them, you cannot actually find the place. A demon safety issue. Good luck, and whatever happens, here is a small token of our gratitude.
Well, it's nice of you to pay us before. So there's another goblin village now, but it's not a goblin village. It's a demon place. Okay, well, we're gonna go to the gold mine, because I'm still kind of curious about the gold mine. Still kind of curious if dwarves are gonna rake me, or if I'm gonna survive and get some gold.
You come across a small group of goblin peddlers carrying their cargo on some boars. One of them waves at you to come over. They do not look well armed. In fact, they look worn and tired.
Yeah, walk over.
Hello, fellow travelers. I am Cresio, a traveling merchant from the lower lands yonder. He points to a direction, but seeing no recognition from you, he adds, It's a tough and barren land, like most, but we called it home for many years. In any case, we had to leave. We dwelt by a river, and the plague of the drowned Utopke drove us away.
Yeah, why should I care?
We decided to try the journey. You know, all that nomad mantra about the road and how we're all part of it.
Sure.
I'm not entirely sure about it.
Yeah,
I grew up in an orcish settlement with science and houses and all. And I have to live like this now, eh? But you know how it is. You find a partner, you fall in love, and here you are, on the road. In any case, can we interest you in an exchange of goods?
I don't know. I don't think I have anything for you.
Well, in all honesty, not so much. We can trade one simple weapon. We don't have the manpower to wield it anyway. But we'll only trade that for fruit and herbs to keep us healthy. Or some leather and some animal bones. We had us some good hunters a while back. We'll trade that for some metals. Or we can trade something for a blessing from our shaman. But you'll need to give us food, wood, and some herbs. It ain't easy for her to do. She will mark 2 of you with the good fortune of the road. So, what interests you, and what can you trade?
I don't have anything. I don't want to fight you, though.
Perhaps next time, then. Farewell.
Sure, farewell. I'm not evil. Come on. I don't kill people on the road just because they're on the road. And, well, made it.
You discover the remains of a gold mine.
A gold
2 shafts
mine.
remain active enough to try and explore them, although they are clearly not stable enough to call safe.
Well, let's go
You
in.
now have a choice of the 2 tunnels to follow.
Oh, that's... I don't think that's like my mithril mine. Well, then. Blue option.
You go down the left shaft.
Oh boy.
The air is heavy, and the tunnel is dusty and unused, but you see a golden light at the end of it. As you approach, you see a treasurer, a goblin-like demon, sitting on a pile of gold.
Oh yeah, I heard about those. I can't remember where exactly. Yeah, no, we just heard about them, so that's a first treasurer.
The treasurer turns to you and speaks in a low, hissing voice. Yes, it is, and it is mine, you know. So what do you want?
I don't have much social. They're level 3 social, that's good to know. I'm gonna need to gather a group that's actually good social, though, because these people, I wouldn't really trust them to beat this. Although they're very pretty, all of them, because they got a blessing for that. So maybe they can do it. It depends on what attractiveness does in this, and I don't remember. Counter offense. Well, that's nice, but it's not gonna win the battle for us, is it? Well, maybe. I can counter offense a lot. Oh, okay, this is just threatening him. Or we can do something very silly. I doubt it's very dangerous though, so let's just try it, I suppose. Wow, rabbit bear and everything? Where did they come from? Let's pick it up. We're gonna be counter-offensing all day long. And I have probably my best guy for talking up front as well. Player's turn. I think I'm just gonna counter offense all day. We're gonna worry later about just, you know, getting people. Oh, it's also first action. Interesting. Well, it doesn't help with the Z-Bud, but still. Oh, that's a useless card to get rid of. I'm guessing it's, yeah, the treasurer is the main issue. I wish that's the card I had gotten rid of, but I can't with counter offense. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get both of these on the front line. With these 2, maybe, or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. Just, I don't know. Actually, I think I know. Okay. He has a couple stacks that might be problematic. Well, it's gonna be Chapel for the moment. I can take down the treasurer with Dobromila. If I give Dobromila a support ally here, she's gonna have 10, and then I give her first action to put her here. She can kill the treasurer in 2 hits. Treasurer is gonna have 1 hit. Can't kill Dobromila with just 1 hit. Should be fine overall. I'm gonna put Dobromila down because I can. Okay. And the other bear is right here, and he should be essentially useless. He should have put the bear right here. The bear is useless other than being a meat shield. Could have protected the Skaksh from an attack. Oh well, I'm not gonna care. And then he messed it up. First action, and there we go. The treasure is gonna be dealt with. Well, he will only get 1 attack. Might even have to say the Z-Boar is going to get 2 attacks in. In fact, the Z-Boar might even kill the treasurer. kill this. That's good. Let's stand it on us. In fact, neither shacks are gonna get to hit. So that was very well controlled by us, I would say. Oh wow. You have 1 damage to the thing. Good job. I'm just gonna crush it, I guess. It's only bears, it's not like it matters. You know what's in store, they have 0 attack. Alright, I'm gonna crush the other bear and then I'm just gonna... Yeah, just get to the actual battle. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm just gonna win. I know what they can do. Skyrim 3 wasn't actually that bad. We're gonna give us some gold now, right?
Oh yeah, you are right. People should know of my due diligence. Yes, yes. Take as much as you need, friend.
Oh yeah, thanks. 20 gold. Damn. And I can go again, but go to the other side. I'm kind of tempted to do that. Oh heck.
You discover the remains of a gold mine. You come back to the mines and try to enter, but you discover the shafts have collapsed for good.
Oh no! Oh no! The shafts have collapsed. That is unfortunate. Well, you know what? The hunter-gatherers currently are right next to the challenge right here, so I'm gonna gather the best talkers of both groups, and we're gonna go give a try to the Goblin Village quest. Oh, and the cabbage field has been built. That's very nice. Hunter-gatherers are good in terms of resources. You know, you need to keep track of that. And they have 18 leather so far. And I should really build something with you. What am I gonna build though? Clothes, maybe? I don't have any really good resources to use here. I could do something like this. That should give a decent... Well, it's just 7, it's not the greatest. I'm not impressed. What about clubs? Elven clubs? I don't know. Maybe this and a shot of that maybe, I don't know. I don't freaking know. That's 9. I'll take it. Please, give me this. I can't actually do more than that, but... Alright, so we have enough wood, I think. Let's get some more clay for more building. Did I move you? I don't think I did, yeah. You're going to the hunter-gatherers. This is apparently the shortest path. Let's get to it then. Alright. Hello, people.
As you make your way through the terrain, your herbalist spots an area where you can harvest some good herbs. They grow inside a hollowed tree, but beware, there seems to be a lot of spiderwebs surrounding the place. These webs look thicker than I like. We best be quick about our... Your herbalist carefully picks the right herbs, while the rest of the men keep a wary eye out for trouble. You already picked some of the herbs, but you notice that there is a larger patch further down the path. However, that area has a sticky white blanket of webs thrown all over it.
Do I just attack them? It's a dangerous battle, but as long as I can control the queen, it's fine. Let's try it.
Your party sneaks up on...
Blah, 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 we've seen it before. One spider queen. That's the biggest problem, really. My hammer is not up front. Okay, good, it's up front. Everything's fine. And I have 2 first actions, so everything's fine. Oh, and I can just put him... I'm not gonna put him down first because that's going to scare the spider. In fact, I'm just gonna do counter offense. Get rid of one of them. He's gonna put down the spider queen if I know the AI correctly. He is not. Now he is. I can get through that though. He does a total of 24, so it's fine. I will put down characters, I guess. Randomly. I should not have put that one because he has more shielding, so he should have been like the furthest to the right, I think. Put this and shield him. Although I should be careful because they have some counter offense and defenses sometimes. That's a bit dangerous. Oh, hey, see? He had first action. That actually protects the queen on the first turn, but it's not going to save the queen on the second turn, so we're still fine. Could have been dangerous, and that's why you always keep the first action for basically last. In fact, I'm taking a chance here. Kind of. Not really though, because even if he puts this first action, even if I attack this side, it's gonna kill this, and then I kill this. I'm still fine, really. He can't save the queen. He just can't. I'm gonna win. Ah, there we go. The spider in the middle might get to attack though, depending on what Chub will attack the one. Whatever. It's only spiders. I think I actually win on the first turn. I might. I only see 2 cards in his discard. There we go, victory. Easy victory.
After a tough fight, you finally clear the area of those nasty spiders. Within their lair, you discover some more herbs as well as bodies of fallen men and women who were clearly not as lucky as you. You search the area for any usable loot.
This is really nice for warriors. I can't actually build any of that yet, so you know, very nice. This also looks really nice for warriors again, because they can they can use 2-handed swords in one hand. No, but it's a good thing that we did that, because then, you know, other people are not gonna fall into this trap. Okay. Who are the best talkers around here? Let's see. You have 7 speech and okay, equipment is easier here. 5 and 10, but you have attractiveness. You also have attractiveness. I mean, they all have attractiveness, so I'd almost want to say that they're all the better characters for this. Maybe I'm just wrong on that, though. Speech, yeah, they don't have very great speech. And then these people don't really have blessings of beautifulness, but they do have a lot of speech. I mean, 7 speech is really nice. 4 speech and 10, not very nice. 7 and 11 is pretty nice. 8 and 15, also pretty nice. What are these special things for social? Magic gives confuse, okay. It doesn't even tell me what gives blunt or leeching damage. That's kind of silly. I'm thinking maybe bringing Sulig person, Tatomir, and Missivko. So let's see, you, and you. Just very briefly. Alright. Let's go for it. I can have very large parties, it seems. I mean, you have to feed all of them, so it's not that easy, but you can have like very large parties. Also, the hunter-gatherers are going to be vulnerable for the time I'm doing this. Alright.
You come to what seems like nothing more than a small cave, but there are clear signs of cartwheels on the ground and bits of various minerals lying around.
Okay.
When you peer into the cave, it appears to be an entrance into a huge underground complex. But before you can explore it, a rather small, almost childlike yet bearded man in a wide-brimmed hat and a well-cut suit appears before you. He wears several gold chains around his neck, and as he opens his mouth, you see his teeth are made of diamonds.
Silly. Hello.
Who are you? How did you find this place?
We'll just pass him. Yeah, sure, no.
That green-skinned slug. And the name? Does it sound like a nice Easterland name to you, my fellow? No, it does not. His kind do not belong here. Honest folk like yourselves should be using our land, not some foreign whatsits.
I'm gonna go with this. Although this is very sensible.
I am not angry. I just don't like foreign folk coming here and taking our jobs.
What?
My stones will only go to good people, like yourselves perhaps. Why don't we make a deal and leave these foreign types to themselves, eh?
How are we your type of people? I don't get it.
You mean you're not magical folk? That is true, and it pains me as well. But as young and fresh as you are at your core from this land, just like my kin. We may not see eye to eye on every issue. Some of my kin are known to cross the boundaries of acceptable conduct, but as I said, we're all Easterlanders. So, do we have a deal?
I'm just going for social. It's an only rank 2. You're bad at this. Like, really, it's the same kind of people. They're just worse than the other treasure we encountered. I have so many cards. I'm going to reshuffle because some of my better cards are in tactical, and that's not what I want to do. My 11 guy is still in tactical. Whatever. Can't really do anything about it anymore. The treasurer is out there. Well, I have a lot of first action. You're very pretty, apparently. Yeah. I can put any of you at first action, so I think I'm just going to do that. Well, I'm just going to put down some random person. And then another random person. I think Bogumisla is going to be the one to kill him, because I have... Actually, I have a support ally on this. I could support Bull a lot and kill them with him. Oh wow, you're going to support him? I'm going to kill him in one go though, so it's not that big of a deal. It's really not that big of a deal. I can deal with this. Shield highlight too. Does he have anything else? He has a bear. What of it? Oh, did he try to do something? Oh no, okay, it's there. It's the game is being weird. I can see that. It's fine. Well, hi, there's the bear. I think we're gonna go with the bow a lot. Oh, I had counter offense. Maybe I should use that. Okay. It's my turn. I will support you with like 7. Maybe I should have done counter tactic actually. You have counter tactic, you have counter tactic. Get rid of that stupid bear. There we go. And then I guess just, you know, first action or something. And there isn't much to do. Maybe, I don't think it's going to be useful, but sure, why not? Let's go. It's crushing the enemy time. I'm gonna talk those bears down. They're gonna calm themselves. Stupid bears. Alright, well, that was that. It's pretty easy round, I guess.
And so you see, you dishonor your father by treating his customers this way. The treasurer looks down at his fancy pointed shoes and wipes off a tear from his cheek. Ah, damn you, bringing up the old man. All right, he was adamant about his business being inclusive. I guess I shall just have to put up the prices for them lot. You can tell the greenskins I will trade, and here, have a small reward. After all, my stubbornness might have cost me good business.
That is surprisingly nice of you. Also silver, that's really
Sorry,
nice.
my business is niche, only selected clientele.
Well then, I think that was my only option. I still got +2 speech to a couple people, so that's not useless. No, deal's a deal.
Suit yourselves. Tell them to come at the usual time.
And that's real. For a long time. I'm okay with this. Cool. Let's get back, let's give the hunter-gatherers back to their group. That would be you, and you. And then we're gonna go to the Goblin Village one day. And then I probably need to tell them to... Yeah, I need to tell them to get back to this. There we go, 260. Maybe now we can make some progress. Actually, talking about progress, 24, not bad, not bad. That's not as good as you'd necessarily want it, but it's nice. Oh, I don't have crafting there. I'm done with the meals too. I did fish with something. Let's do fish and meat or something. Excuse me, fish? Oh yeah, fish goulash. Why the heck not? Alright, confirm. And not you. You. Just make like 5. It should be fine. Yeah, you made 5 of this. That's fine. Now I need to find something to craft for the other lady. I have a lot of bones, like monster bones. Well, hold on. I have like cursed and then dragon. That sounds really nice, actually. Boom, basher 12. Let's research. 4 damage, 1 magic, 1 leech. That sounds ow. Hurting myself, sorry. Sounds actually kind of amazing. I will construct like what makes me hesitate a little, I suppose, is that I look at this and I'm thinking it would be so much better if I could get the two-handed version, but the next thing I'm getting anyway is light armors to be crafting dragon leather, you know, so I don't know. I just don't know. Is there a spider silk nearby? I'm just thinking that maybe spider silk is more rare than vines, and I'm just thinking to myself, well, maybe I should use that instead. Wow, we can make it all the way here. We are fast. Ah, I wish I hadn't done that though, because then I could have destroyed these with sneaking. Fat rat. I guess those are supposed to be difficult or something. I don't know. I made a thing! I only need 2 experience to actually level up. I need research. Get to hunting. What is that? Fish casserole. Casserole. That's interesting. Get over here. We accomplished.
You approach a small, well-hidden village inhabited by goblins. The settlement is stowed away in one of the many craters left by the Age of Darkness. You see a wooden palisade, several huts, and a central stone-built
It feels like both options are
shrine of
almost
some
the
sort.
same. I don't know why.
So, you've spoken to the treasurer yet?
It was really hard. Let's not
Yes,
be too
well,
difficult.
if it was an easy task, we wouldn't be looking for strangers' help, right? In any case, business is business, and we must all survive. Thank you, friends. Convincing a bigot to see reason is no small feat. Here is a small token of our thanks.
That is indeed very small.
So now, let us talk business. Our villages should trade and help each other. We can exchange 20 iron for 20 leather, 10 gold for some advanced trophies.
What is that?
3 ranged weapons for some advanced trophies, minimum 10. 2 sets of armors for some rare trophies, minimum 8. Want to trade?
Give me a second. Do I have stuff like that? I have this set of armor that I don't particularly want to lose. Then I do have some ranged weapons that I don't necessarily need, including one that I'm not even using. How many would I lose though? 3. 10 gold is a lot, but I don't know. Well, let's actually go with this. I don't know what advanced trophies are though.
Excellent. Here we go. See you next time.
We can come back and trade more stuff later, I suppose. What are advanced trophies though? What in the world are advanced trophies? I don't get it. Is it a trade? No. Huh? I just gave 3 bows away. What did you give me for that? Nothing. What is going on here? I feel like I just got scammed. Is anybody like has a lot of free space? You kind of do, especially considering this is heavy. Right, so you can use that. Can anybody else use that? No, you're pretty much full, but you're fine. You're not. 43. If I remove both accessories, you can have it, and I think this is more important than either accessory. I can give the accessories to other people. You have plenty of place for accessories. Sure, more armor for you is gonna be nice. You also have room for accessories. 2 damage or 1 will. I'm gonna go with 2 damage, especially on the warrior type person, you know? And then you already have the 2 damage thing. Is anybody... I mean, the only people that can get that are people that can't because they're full. Alright, we're gonna leave it at that. Okay, there's a treasure right here. Can't get to it. It's very unfortunate. Let's go explore. There's nothing here. Well, there's seaweed and fish. My apologies. Not quite accurate. Okay. Very tempted to get this. I think I will, because the people with gathering the leather are not here yet. And I kind of want to see how good of a hammer I can create right now. Please do. So, how good of a hammer can I create right now with the stuff I have right now? War hammer. War never changes. I need wood. I can't use bone for this. That is rather unfortunate. Obsidian, but that's not good. I mean, granite, I guess. And then I need metal, maybe obsidian, I don't know. Okay, so it's not at all the same recipe. I can't use leather or something. 15 and 2 stealth for whatever reason. I'm guessing that's the obsidian's influence? Yes. See, if you use steel instead, it's 15 instead of whatever it was, and you don't have the 2 stealth. I'm gonna create this just because it's a good hammer. It's better than what I'm using on my main hammer warrior. It's also worth a little research. Alright, good. I'm happy with how things are going. I'm assuming the goblin village
As you
is
delve
still...
deeper and deeper into the forest,
Is
the
it?
trees become taller and stronger with every step. Many are darkened, withered, or twisted by the darkness,
I haven't seen
but
this before,
still,
by the
they
way.
are more glorious than anything you've seen so far. There is an air of mystery and magic around you. When you look up, you begin to see the trees are more than they seem.
Okay.
Slowly, as if some mist is lifted from your eyes, you see hanging bridges, then the frames of houses built into the trees themselves,
Ooh.
stairwells winding up from the roots to the very
Elven
top,
city.
even sculptures and long-forgotten lantern holders. This must have been an elven city.
Have been, yeah, okay. Abandoned one. I guess I have no choice but to take a close look.
The city has seen better days for sure. Now that you see it, you have no idea how you missed it before. Every tree, bridge and house is grand and beautiful, but they look empty, not only because there seems to be no life here, but there is a much deeper sense of solitude and sadness. When you touch one of the trees, you feel a soft powder on your hands, and you realize that all of them are covered in a thin layer of grey ash.
Do I trust you people to survive this? Oh, what the heck? Let's just try
You
it.
try to climb up using one of the wonderfully carved
It's a
winding
physical
staircases
challenge.
that
Okay.
should lead you right to the top of this wondrous city. You soon realize the grey ash is also very slippery, so it will be a real challenge to go up.
I'll probably get wounded if I lose. So 3 strength, not too good. 15 strength, that's pretty good. That's the warrior though. She's expected to be good. 4th strength, not the greatest. 8 strength, pretty okay. I mean balanced. And then 2 strength, not great. 15 HP though is pretty great though. It's the armor rating is HP in this challenge. Tried it anyway. I am curious. 7 physical. If they're good physical, I'm gonna have a heck of a hard time here. this is a really good first action, then I can get a really good counter offense. I like this hand, actually. Okay. If they're all like this, I'm gonna have trouble. Okay, managed to get rid of that. That's pretty good. Oh boy. What is less good is the amount of physicals that are gonna get to take attacks on me. Okay, Yasna is getting first turned. She's gonna kill this in the first turn. If she survives, there's a possibility she dies off of these two. If she survives, she's not gonna take this out, but she's gonna severely wound it. Oh, this we're probably gonna lose this, I have to say. It saddens me, but I have to say we're probably gonna lose this. I don't know what the consequence is gonna be though. This is not a fight. Maybe I should just give up or something. It depends really on what the consequence is. Because if there isn't that big of a consequence, you know what, surrender. I'm not gonna win this. Let's not.
The climb up proved to be very tricky, and although you eventually make it up, you feel strangely weakened by the effort.
Really?
The view from up here is breathtaking. A whole city grows within these treetops as if it were a natural part of the forest, and yet the houses are refined with intricate wooden carvings, the passageways amongst the tree branches adorned with colourful crystal formations that must have been used for lighting in the past. And every building seems like it was made with passion and artistry. You doubt how practical this was, but it is extraordinary for sure.
Well,
as you stand looking in awe at the city frozen in time, you feel like there is something watching you.
Do I have to continue the exploration? I thought I would fail the exploration and just move on, but I guess not.
You search through many houses, still slowly and carefully so not to fall to your deaths. You find dining rooms set up for a feast, sleeping chambers with beds made up, playrooms with toys lying ready for use, and even an armory. Alas, when you try to touch anything, it turns into ash before your eyes.
Oh, well.
As you stand baffled in one such room, a soft, sad voice speaks to you. And thus you have followed my path and stand before me as I hoped. Welcome, young ones. I am Alice, once of the Silver Oak people. Now, well, a memory of the past, I suppose.
You sound like
when you
one.
turn, a slender, tall elf, garbed in green armor and long ashen hair, stands before you. Were it not for the ever-empty black eyes and the grey ash covering the soft skin, you would likely think this to be an avatar of the gods themselves.
Not any god I know of. Let's be friendly for the moment. I mean,
I'm sorry
we
if
have
I
a
have
friendly
startled
goddess
you,
too.
young ones. This was not my intent. I am the last of the old Silver Oak clan, and I was cursed to remain here for eternity.
Oh yeah, I just got
lest
cursed
my
too.
people become ash, the same way you saw happen with any object here. As long as I remain, they are safe. But alas, never allowed to return home, nor speak to me.
That is terrible.
To answer all your queries, let me tell you my story.
I am very heavily tempted for just the highlights, please, but I mean, let's play through. Let's just.
Just as I told you, I am here alone, unable to ever see my kin. It has been 1,000 suns, and I fear I am feeble in my
your
resolve.
kin is dead.
Even with the darkness killing most of my kind, I do feel that some are still out there,
Are they?
living under this wretched sickness that devours Thea. And yet I cannot endure my solitude no more. And yes, elves are akin to magic, but alas, this curse, much like the wretched darkness itself, cannot be lifted by ones inflicted with it. Only the one who cursed me can break it.
Okay. Years, I guess.
Oh, I apologize. I forget myself. But I suppose in your measurements it has been 500 years. But we digress. My curse was cast by my lover, scorned and wounded. His hatred grew as strong as our love once was. You see, I chose to stay with my people, rather than leave in banishment with him, and for this, he confined me to this wretched fate.
That's kinda
And
terrible,
now
actually.
for my plea. I have sensed his presence nearby, and while in the past I had no recourse to reach out to him, I was able to find you this time. Please, I implore you, go to him and beg for my release. I will
Beg?
give you this
Alright,
red
well.
ribbon. It has our initials sewn into it, and he will know it is from me. Speak to him and set me free. In return, once the curse is lifted, I will reward you with a blessing of elven magic.
Sure.
Wonderful. I only ask that you try, nothing more. I thank you for your time and effort. Even if you were to fail, you have shown kindness. His name is Zadra, and beware, he is of course a mage of some great esteem. Here, have a small token of my gratitude, and a map of where I felt the tower of Zadra surface.
Because towers surface around places. Elven City! Well, I guess we're nearby, although I don't have the ribbon. I need to go back to the Hunter-Gatherers to get it. Oh, people leveled up. That's the Hunter-Gatherer's strength. Poison, okay. It's special. Stealth, perception, intelligence. Wide variety, I suppose. People in the Explorers are becoming more intelligent, folklorish, I guess, and then strength is always very nice. That means they're gonna get to carry more things. Strength, tactics, will, nothing too terribly difficult. Too terribly useful, but nothing too terribly terrible either. It's not an elven city, though.
You come across the ruins of an old settlement. The rusty iron gates look foreboding and creepy, but many secrets may lie within.
That is true. 3 skulls is scary, but I've beaten 3 skull challenges before. That is scary.
As you search the ruined city, you come across an old, decrepit well. And before you can explore it, you see several hands appearing from the depths, and soon you are swarmed by the drowned bodies of Topielka.
Oh boy. That sounds horrifying. Hammerman needs to be out front, please. It is not. In fact, I have the worst possible hand. Well, we're gonna see what they look like. I'm tempted to put, like, Hammerman down, straight up. I wonder if they're level 5 or less. I get the feeling that no. Let's see, I suppose. This is my best offense person, so let's just go with this. It sounds like a reasonable plan for starts. Oh. Yeah, 7 of these jerks? Surrender. If you're in a fight, you're gonna take a lot less damage overall if you surrender the fight than if you just take the damage to your armor.
Wounded, you run away from the ruins, hoping that you will survive long enough to heal.
If you just take all the damage, people are gonna get mortally wounded and are gonna be in danger of dying. Currently, none of them are in danger of dying right now because I decided to flee. Don't be afraid to do that if you get in a bad spot. Also, I don't have a good party for 3 skull fights. I need, like, more warriors in my party and less gatherers. There are a lot of gatherers there. I'll fix that another time, maybe. Let's go get the ribbon. Wrong thing. How far along are they? 42. It's a decent amount. I still need a lot of research points to actually be able to research leather armor though. Hammer's coming along pretty nice though. Ooh, there are things coming to attack the city. Sounds actually kind of terrible. Can we get... No, the children is still at 1. I wonder if it's going to give me an event when I get a child. Can you just go there, please? Alright, thank you. Ribbon, give that to me. Is there anything I want to give to you? Not exactly. Alright, let's just go to the Elven City then. We need to talk to a jerk. You, of course, are not doing anything. I have 61 of this. I'm gonna go back to getting some wood done. Crafting. Right, meals. What can I do meal-wise that I have not yet done? Let's have mushrooms and I don't know, maybe meat. Bagels. I have bagels already. Let's try this instead. Mushroom soup. Sounds fantastic. Let's get 5 of those. What else? I guess clubs, because I can't use these materials for much else. And that's 12. That's very worth it. Couple turns. That's good enough. It's gonna be up to 31. I'm gonna need like 2 more crafted things, I think, to actually get just leather armor. We can make it up here. This elven city was built in the snow, Arctic area, which I don't know. That's not exactly the area you associate with elves, I suppose. But yeah, what can you do? What can you say? What can you anything? Oh, goodbye, enemies. I'm glad I never... Okay, welcome back. Do you even know where you're trying to go? I don't think you do. Elven City, what do you have?
You find the tower just as Alice told you. It stands tall, looming over the countryside. Its dark stones show no sign of an entrance, but as you get closer, you see a lone figure sitting outside in a rocking chair. He waves his hand at you and smiles cheerfully. He is an old orc male, dressed in a simple linen shirt and leather trousers, with no visible weapons on him.
This guy is suspicious. You know, let's be friendly.
I am Zadra, although it is not a name I have used in a very long time. Too long for your years, in fact. How did you hear of it?
I'm just good with names. Nah, this elven person told me about
I see you met my Alice. Is she okay?
Guy, you cursed her. I mean, really,
right,
you cursed her.
Yes, stupid question, really.
Yes.
I just meant, you know, is she still... never mind. You're right. I have no right to ask. After all, it is all my fault.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. Why did you do
I
that
was
if
young
you
and
seem
a
to
fool.
care so much?
We were in love, but as you see, it was not an easy match. My matriarch banished me from my clan, and so I asked Alice to leave with me. The elves were none better than my own people. They too offered an ultimatum, me or them. Alice chose family and duty. She implored me to stay and fight both our people's backward ways. I did not understand. I was so angry. I sought help from dark forces, and they promised me satisfaction. Alas, all they gave was bitterness and regret.
I can see that. So, did you never try to undo what you did?
It was not that easy. Never is. You see, I was a fool, tricked by my own lust.
Wow.
A creepy-looking old child haunted my dreams for months, fueling my anger and my desire for Alice until it burned so hot I was ready to do anything.
Okay,
the creature told me that if I gave
Alright.
Alice this enchanted ribbon, she would be mine
I can see
forever,
that.
and she would not speak to, nor see her family anymore. I was overjoyed. I did it. She took my gift, but scorned me still. I run to this tower, where I met the creature, and the cork revealed his true nature as it laughed at me. From that day, she is imprisoned in her forest, and I am cursed to never leave this tower. Worse yet, it only appears here once every 100 years for mere days.
Okay.
The ribbon. So you really have spoken to her.
Well,
I
yeah.
suppose with this damned thing we could actually try to break the hex. I have been studying this for centuries. Let us try. Will you help?
Did it actually leave you with information in the tower that allows you to help? Wait, what? I would love to help. Why don't I like meddling with
Of course. I understand.
I guess I needed a
Stand back
witch.
then, and let's
with
hope
me.
for the best, eh? The orc begins to prepare for the ritual. He takes his clothes off and paints his body with an elderberry extract. He then throws some rock salt onto the ribbon and sets it on fire. The blaze burns red and sizzles with malicious laughter. In the smoke, you see the face of a wrinkled child.
But I kinda wanna help him. I should have saved. I really should have saved.
You see the orc twist and contort as he battles the
I think
power
I
of the
lost.
hex. You see the familiar grey ash swirling around the fire. Then, it all stops. In slow motion, you see the stone-clad tower turn to dust, the menacing laughter of the creature from the flames, and then the orc turns into stone and crumbles before you. You don't know how, but you also feel the forest city's fate followed suit.
I think we lost. We definitely lost. I am so sorry. Okay, I have 4 people that are cursed. I think I'm gonna go to Ziodi now. This is the first time I get cursed. I don't even know what they do. The curses, I mean. Does it say if I go in here? You're cursed. What does that do? Oh. So I'm ugly. Alright then. Alright, that's the worst curse I've ever seen. What is your curse? I'm just cursed. What does it do? Oh. So I have a wound of 5. That's actually kinda terrible. He only has 3 HP to work with now. I mean, if he takes any damage in a fight, he's going to have mortal wounds. Deadly wounds, or whatever they call it, I don't even know. Okay, we're crafting other things. I need how much research now? I need 25. That's a decent chunk of resource to spend. Can I do it with just clubs, maybe? Hold on. Clay is a very useful material. I need something that does 13, basically. That's not gonna do it. Yeah, no. But it's done in a single turn, and I have plenty of the resources. This is not gonna help either, I don't think. Yeah, no, it's not even... It's not even rare. I could do... Yeah, but it doesn't really help, and it's not that plentiful. Alright, let's just do 3 of these, it's fine. And let's put that here. This person. You're staying there. We're gonna walk back to Ziodi once the both groups meet up. You're done? Oh, I forgot to tell you to create 2 more. Oops. So I was doing monster bones and clay, and that. Confirm. And this time I'm going to tell her to make more. Also, crafting, you're on wood. Good, because I feel like I'm running out slightly. As well, you... Okay. We're going to walk back soon. Alright. Let's visit. I don't know how difficult it is to get rid of a curse without Ziodi, so I'm not sure if I should spend it now or not, but I might as well, I'm guessing. Let's go to Ziodi and let's break up the hunter-gatherer camp, please, and go home with them. They'll reassemble later. I think I might just try to go to the cosmic tree in the place to see. Is that another piece of dragon leather? It is. It's across the sea though. The game considers this close. It is not anything like close. Just so you know, game, you're being bullshit. Right, crafting. That's the last thing I'll take before going back to resources. I want to reveal more resources, honestly. Maybe get the bones and see if I get either of these bones, these types of bones. Maybe wicker, because I do see a source of wicker over here, and it would tell me if I have some of the other thing. It's kind of important to know. You know, you need to know what you have available for you. I can't make it here. Oh yeah, I can, actually. This looks like a hill, you know, something that should take 2 movement and not just 1. Alright, give your things away. All of your things away. Oh, so much dragon leather. I love it. Give this. We'll give this away too, it's fine. Okay, this is fine for the moment. Let's move the other group first. They're not gonna be there.
You enter the ruins of an old town, although you only know this because the Ziodi told you so, as there are only stones covered in moss and plant life. But you do see a group of old men, huddled together over a large oaken table.
Hi!
The Ziodi do not turn to you, but one speaks. Grandchildren have come. Our help they seek, but are they too weak? Another speaks up. They come for aid, but rules have to be laid. We take our food that will change our mood.
Okay.
A wicker basket appears before you, and you know these forefathers will not speak to you more unless you feed them.
50 food, that's good to know. I think I have plenty. I mean, I have... Where's the food? I still have like 11 fish and 12 mushrooms after this. Oh, and so, yeah, I'm fine. 37 big O's. I'm not gonna have the 6 movement anymore, but I'll be fine.
You seek our aid and guidance you
it's
shall
being pretty
receive,
equal.
for each dark curse has its own flavor, and so the relief lies in different realms. You will face a challenge, our child, and if you pass, you shall be cleansed.
Really? I have to pass a challenge?
If your body has been wounded by a dark force and will not heal, cursed you are, and you must speak to the spirits of healing to lift this taint. If your flesh is weakened, you must stand by our table and prove you have the tactical wits to outsmart the curse. If you have been deformed by evil forces, you will sneak up to a water nymph and steal a strand of her hair. We can then lift the curse for you. And if you have been cursed by the darkness itself, you will hunt down Abyss, and once you have him, we will transfer the darkness away from you and into the beast.
So,
don't worry, we will shield you from his attacks if you fail.
Social challenge, tactics, sneak, and hunting. I get it. So I need to do both. Do I need to speak to you twice? The more important curse to lift is, of course, the wound curse, because that puts a character in danger of dying. So I'm going to do that. I can probably even go to
You have proven yourselves to be worthy offspring. Cool. We take the curses away from your souls.
I have to pay another
Return
50
if you need aid once more.
Ah, boy. Alright. Just leave, I guess. We're going to come back for the other 3. We're going to go get some food first off. I'm also going to drop off Sibo. He don't need anything from us anymore. Oh, and the person that is inactive here will get light armor crafting. Lovely light armor crafting. Oh. Well, then that's interesting. Topaz, maybe? I'm kind of curious what that's going to give. I don't actually have wool, so I have to use something like this. Dragon scale armor in the 19. 13 armor, 1 leech. What if I use topaz instead? It's 18 instead of 19. I think this is better. Yeah, okay, this is better in research. I don't think it changes anything else. It doesn't. But this I can make 2 of. What about a fully dragon armor? 17. It is lesser than if I used gems. 2 leech instead of just 1 leech. However, I think this one is not as heavy. It's 40 and that's 44. Oh, okay, it's not as heavy, but not by much. I'm still thinking of doing it. Oh, there's bones too I could use. I think I'm really gonna research bones next to see if I can get some interesting bones. Okay, I'm gonna start by doing like gems, maybe. No, I'd rather keep the gems. What if I do this actually? Vines and you. 16. It isn't that much, but I think I can make more of these, which is useful. Okay, I'm gonna make 2 with leather, and then I'm gonna have to find another source of. I'm gonna have to use this. But yeah, you know what? This works for me. It is lesser in terms of. Nope, I can't. I said minus, not more. Jeez. Did I pass my turn? I did not. No pass. End. I certainly did not pass. I moved quite a bit, actually. And looking at the time, it's about time for me to end it. The fact that ZOD stays there is very useful. I can just go back there. I'm gonna gather a lot of veggies, and then I'm just gonna go back there. Trying to think about what my next move is gonna be, although maybe I should think about that next time. Did I even find any monster bones? I'm not sure I did. Well, I'm hoping for cursed bones, really, or maybe even dragon bones. The thing that takes 3 research is actually monster bones. And then in crafting, this is medium armor. You can use bone or leather, and then yeah, bone, leather. So bones would be really nice. We'll see what happens. Anyway, next time I'm probably gonna have more the same. Hey, it's turn 82. I more than fulfilled my goal. That is excellent, and I feel like I did some nice questing too. Although we did have a few failures, but you know, you can't win them all. How? Anyway, yeah, I haven't. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm hurting, but yeah. Thank you for watching. If you did, I do think I had some live views at some point, unless Twitch is completely insane with his viewer count. That's also a possibility. So thank you for watching if you did live, and thank you for watching in the archives, I guess, if that's what you did. And I will see you all next time.